Wait, is my mic on?
Guys, are we really doing this?
Ah, fuck it. Let's just start. Hey guys, it's your girl Deani. Welcome back to Sipping Through Life. I'm here with none other than...
Hello guys, it's Megan. Welcome back.
And again, your favorite, Gabby. Hello.
Hello.
Truly.
Hello. How y'all doing? How was your week?
You see, I needed the suspense there
Yeah.
with like in between each word.
Oh, right.
I
You
felt
could
it.
feel it. Exactly.
I felt it.
Exactly.
Very suspenseful.
Thank you.
How was y'all's week?
It was good.
Oh, wait, hold on. The
Rewind.
sip of the week this week, guys.
Yeah, because we've been slacking, y'all. We're so sorry.
We're sorry.
I mean, we're drinking.
We're
but
drinking.
We just never say
We just
it.
never
Right.
say it.
We're drinking and then we forget to mention what it is that we're drinking.
Which is how you know the drink is good.
Right.
Yeah.
So, this week we're actually recording on Monday. So happy Labor Day.
Yes. Hello.
And our sip of the week is a strawberry orange mimosa. And it's so easy to make, guys. You literally just take strawberries, orange juice, blend it up, pour it in your glass, and then add some champagne, which I chose Andre.
Oh.
Oh, fancy.
Nice.
I mean, it was like $7 at Walmart.
It's fine. We can say
It's
fancy.
delicious.
It is really good. I have
I
no
was thinking
complaints.
the name.
It
But this is
like,
lovely. This is like a smoothie.
Yeah, it tastes
Yeah,
like a
it's so
smoothie.
good.
Like, I can't have any more because I have to drive home.
Right.
But it tastes like juice.
Right.
It does. It's the perfect morning drink.
Exactly.
Really, really refreshing. So thank
So
you so
easy
much.
to make, guys. So
Yes,
easy.
thank you.
Shout out Deani. You found
Thank
this.
you.
Woohoo.
Thank you. So, guys, how was your week?
Is it bad I can't remember my week?
Yeah.
Well, that just that just means that like nothing like exceptionally good and nothing exceptionally bad happened.
It was an okay week, but why can't I remember? Oh, my sister moved home from college.
Nice,
Guys, JMU has shut down.
Who just left to go to college.
Right, like how many weeks? 2 weeks?
She was there for 12 days.
Okay.
I was about to say, it wasn't even a solid 2 weeks.
Yeah.
And she's back.
I wish that I could say that I was surprised. And like Tina, I do not mean this as shade at all. But when Megan said that you were leaving, I was like, they're gonna be home by the end of September. So I was
no.
beat.
Yeah.
It was the beginning of September.
Oh,
Right?
Crazy.
It's just, a few weeks earlier than
Right.
thought. But
Now I'm just like counting down till Mike gets home from tech.
Yeah.
I think Tina thinks he's going to come home this weekend. And I think end of September still.
Yeah.
So we'll
have
see.
they had a lot of
Yeah,
COVID
they're at
cases?
800 cases right now.
And
It
they've only been there,
jumped.
3 weeks?
Yeah, I think
Like
it's
a week more than Tina?
Like
Yeah.
less than a week than Tina. Like maybe
Okay.
extra, like 5 extra days.
Wow.
Yeah. So we will see. Virginia College is hitting hard with
Well,
the COVID.
and you have to think, though, is that these, JMU, Tech, they are in more rural areas where they probably didn't have that many cases
No,
to
they
begin
didn't.
with.
It's everybody
So,
coming back from
exactly.
Yeah.
The bigger cities
Right.
in Virginia or even out of state that might be bigger cities that are just bringing it in there.
Like, it's
to each
weird
other.
because, like, we're not really, like, quarantining anymore. Do you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, we're all in, like, phase whatever this is. But I
Yeah.
still
Yeah.
feel like I'm quarantining. Like, I
I
haven't
think
gotten
it's-
back to my normal life.
Yeah. I think it's more just being smart about it that it's like, it's not gone yet. There isn't a vaccine. So you
Right.
want to be considerate of those who can be affected
right.
health wise. So trying to help others that you're still living in that quarantine like mindset.
Right.
You're not going to be able to go in the full swing of things until you're comfortable knowing
Right.
that everyone can be healthy
Exactly.
with a vaccine.
Yeah, I see some friends, they're like, oh, let's hang out. I'm like, okay, but, like, I see you out, like, all the time, like, going places, and I'm not trying to, like, offend you, but I don't go any places, and I
Right.
see the same 8 people, and I know where those people go, so it's, like, hard because I feel like I'm not seeing a lot of my other friends because some of them aren't doing it, like, as strict as I am. So it's, like, an
Okay.
awkward conversation you have to
Yeah.
have with people still.
Okay, so I was going to say that my life is back to or is not back to normal, but I really do feel like my life low key is back to normal because I've always been an introvert, and so like even before quarantine, I saw the same 4 friends.
Yeah. Okay.
And so now I'm back to seeing the same 4
For
friends.
yeah.
And then the only addition is like my sisters have moved back home. So like that's really all that's different. But then I also think about the fact that like this month marks 6 months since we've been in this pandemic. And so now I'm almost used to it. Like when things are really back open, I think that there's going to be a really hard like adjustment period for me.
Well, I don't think things are going to go back to, like, normal.
I think
ever
it's going
again.
to take years, I think.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
For some people to feel comfortable like how they were
Yeah.
before. I personally, in a way, I've been telling you guys a lot about this. So this is kind of my weekly recap here with what we're talking about. So I'd like to say I'm having some sort of spiritual awakening or just
Yeah.
like something Okay, I was gonna say, Megan, you making fun of me?
No, I'm like cheering you on.
But I don't know. I just think all this happened for a reason. Like a lot of the listeners, I'm sure know, you guys know, I was having a hard time with COVID when it happened mentally. Like, there was just a lot of things, just being a mom postpartum, like I think I was still dealing with on top of this. It was a lot. But I don't know. I'm just finding so many more people are doing stuff outside. You know, they're not spending money and going out and, you know, whether it be shopping or bar hopping. I don't know. I feel like people they're prioritizing their time so much more now that it's like, I'm kind of happy with this new normal. Like, as much as I love family and friends, and, you know, there's certain friends that, like, yes, I could hang out with all the time, but it's kind of nice. Oh, sorry, hit my mic. But I don't know. I guess having those boundaries that it's like, I'm comfortable with you guys because you're safe. Yeah. Like, but this is just a whole new lifestyle that I'm comfy with.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
don't know. You just have a more appreciation for those things that you aren't able to do anymore.
Right.
So you see it more as, like, if you're going to splurge and do that, I think when things start opening up again, for me, it's going to be like, okay, this is a treat.
Yeah.
You know? I think I'm going to take it. I'm going to value it a lot more than I did before.
That's so true.
I don't know. That's how I'm feeling about it all when things go back to normal.
Yeah.
When and if.
If.
My favorite thing is that everyone's like, fuck 2020, like, let's get to 2021. I'm like, guys.
But what if it's even worse?
It's after 2020.
I'm so scared. It's going to be worse.
Oh, God.
It is going to be worse because it's inauguration. So, like, either way, 2021, the start's going to be...
Interesting.
Yeah.
My heart is beating so fast right now. Like,
sorry, I didn't mean to stress you out. I'm just saying. I just think it's so, like, funny that, like, us, like, as humans, we have to, like, put a deadline on things, like, to get us there. Like, oh, we're waiting for the holidays, or we're waiting for this, my birth, like, whatever it is that helps you get through, like, the next month. But now we're like, 2021 is gonna be the year.
I actually started listening to holiday music the other day.
Christmas music?
And it made me feel, like, really, really happy. Like, just so happy.
Do you follow those TikToks of, like, Christmas cookies and they're decorating?
No.
Oh, I follow, like, 4 accounts and I'm just like, bless your souls for making this.
It's gonna be here in, like, 3 months. Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy.
That's half the pandemic time.
I know. I'm so excited.
I'm really excited. Half the pandemic time.
That's how I think now.
Wishful thinking there, you know.
Thank you.
Well, for my weekly recap, my high of the week was that I watched Hamilton for the first time, and it was amazing.
Really?
I am so obsessed with the soundtrack. Like, I listen to it every single day. The movie on Disney Plus, like, guys, if you don't have Disney Plus, like, get it just to watch Hamilton. Like,
do the 7-day free trial.
Right. Yeah. Like, it's so good. It's so good. It's like,
you see, Stacey's been wanting to watch it, so I haven't, and I'm waiting to watch it with her. So I'm excited though, because you only hear good things about it.
Know.
There's never anything bad about
Don't they
Hamilton.
sing the entire time though?
Yeah, so you sound like my mom.
She was like, I started it. Like, I got through like the first 5 minutes, and I was like, oh, there's like no break point in like dialogue to music. So then I was like, I'm gonna come back to this. I need to like set the mood with this movie.
So they don't talk at all.
No.
They like talk rap.
But it's really impressive.
Is that typical in Broadway shows? And
so it's
that there's no talking.
No, you do like numbers, and then like you break it up with dialogue to like progress the story.
It depends on the
writer and
play
all that,
or whatever, because in high school when Les Mis was the play of the year, Brianna and I went because we actually like to support the arts. So we went to go see it. And
pianist over here.
And Brianna was sitting next to me, and they like broke for intermission, and I thought that I was whispering. I like leaned over to her and I'm like, wow, so I guess they don't talk at all. And she like looks at me with pure disgust, and she's like, it's a musical. And like all the parents like turned around and looked at me, and I was like, oh shit. Like I just like slid down in my seat.
Too loud.
I didn't say it was bad. I was just making an observation.
I was just like, wow, like they really don't talk at all.
At the same time, it's a high school play.
Right.
It's not like we're at Broadway.
Right.
And you're making comments.
But my low of the week was that my Panera account got hacked by someone in California.
Dang.
The name that he changed on my profile from my name, he changed it to Stephen Chan. So
shout out, Stephen.
Hello, Stephen Chan in California.
Now I have to get a whole new debit card. So then, like all day Thursday, the end of the day Thursday, I was like on the phone with my bank, and they were like, "Wait, so like you weren't with this person when they used the card?" And I'm like, "Okay, so I live in Virginia.
Right.
This purchase was in California. Also, like." Sometimes when I used to drive back to South Carolina and like stop to get gas, like it would be like a block on my account or something like that, because they'd be like, oh, you changed state lines.
Yep.
You didn't put anything when a person in California, and so then they're like, "What? Okay, well, what's the most recent purchase that you made?" I'm like, $9 at the Giant in Virginia, and they're like, "Oh, yesterday." I'm like, yeah. I'm not in California, I promise you. So they were like, "Okay, well, it's a holiday weekend, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put a block on your account, and we're gonna give you a whole new debit card." So like, I'm just like super annoyed because now it's going to take longer for my new debit card to come. And like, I wasn't planning on getting a new debit card this weekend.
It's a nuisance.
Right. Yeah. And then when I went onto my Panera account to see what the person, Steven, if that's even really your name.
Steven Chan.
To see what he ordered, it was 2 sandwiches and a smoothie bowl. So now for Panera.
Smoothie bowl.
How do 2 sandwiches and a smoothie bowl equal $30? Panera, your food is good, but it's not that good. Like, your food should not cost for 3 items $30. That's insane.
I've got to say, some of these chains, I'm just beginning to like.
It's ridiculous. I'm, as I'm sure you guys can tell, I'm like still like very, very perturbed.
I couldn't at all.
This just reminded me. I made the best panini the other night.
Oh, really?
Panini?
Yeah, like, fuck Panera. I know how to make it. Come over. We're going to make paninis.
Wait, do you have a panini press?
My mom does, yeah.
Is it a panini press? Is that what it's called?
Yeah, maker press, yeah. It was phenomenal. And I only spent like $12, not 30.
Huh.
I don't know, on like ingredients.
We should totally do that.
Yeah.
Oh, well, you're not.
I mean, I don't really eat cheese.
No, you don't have to have cheese.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we can cater to your dietary needs.
Yeah.
I'm like Panera. I'm flexible.
Yeah. I mean, speaking of chains that their food is like not as good as people make it seem.
So
Cheesecake Factory.
Damn.
Cheesecake Factory.
I apologize, you guys. Okay, can we pause? I'm sorry. My sitter just texted me, so I need to make sure my children are okay.
Oh, okay.
I'm so sorry.
Cheesecake Factory, I've tried it multiple times.
Same.
I mean, it's like a staple chain. Almost every single city has a Cheesecake Factory. Yes. They pride themselves on having like one of the largest menus in America or something like that. They're like, we have so many different cuisines. Like they have like American, Italian. Yep. They have all the foods, right?
They have everything.
I'm gonna get upset.
And that's
the problem.
Greatest mistake.
That's the problem. Listen, guys,
it's not a mistake.
Quantity does not equal quality.
Whoa.
The quality of the food.
A cuisine.
Exactly. The quality of the food lacks flavor.
Lacks flavor.
It lacks flavor. They don't take their time to make sure that every item is properly seasoned. Therefore, I'm getting chicken tenders that taste like nothing. Where does that happen?
How does that happen?
Cheesecake Factory. That's where it happens.
You know, Gianni, I am having I'm having a difficult time with this because you're talking about one of my favorite places.
Gabby, you have got to up your palate if that's your favorite place. Like, it's really not that good. The cheesecake is really good.
I'm about to get your mom in here because how you're talking to me is just,
Cheesecake is really good, but Gabby, the food?
Cheesecake, phenomenal.
Dude, I like their fried mac and cheese. Bang. Right there. Bang, bang.
They got good bread.
They do have great bread.
I will give them more credits too.
Their 4 cheese pasta, my fave.
Okay, you're naming a lot of dishes that I actually don't eat because
you're naming a lot of Italian dishes. So maybe their specialty is in Italian food.
Because their American dishes lack flavor.
Like what?
Chicken tenders.
Their quesadillas are not good.
Their quesadillas are not good.
It's just straight cheese, not melted.
I need you to sit back, Megan. But Gianni, my love, why? Let me ask you. You are 25 years old.
And I judge places. But if you can't get the basic chicken tender accomplished.
You're 25 years old, going out to dinner with your family and getting motherfucking chicken tenders?
No, I actually order steak. But I'm saying I judge places based on their chicken tenders.
I've been shut down for no reason. I'm sorry. Like, jeez. I was backing you up, too.
Oh, were you?
Italian food is really good there.
I'm sorry. I thought you were talking about just poorly about the place in general, so I was getting kind of upset.
That's fine.
No, but I'm just saying, I'm saying that they do have their dishes that are okay, but overall, it's a very overhyped chain. I prefer TGI Fridays over Cheesecake Factory.
That's disgusting. That is absolute trash. So you rather have the liquid shits than actually have a nice...
Do you know what restaurants hits? Outback. And it does not get the respect it deserves.
Megan, it's kind of gross.
No.
It's another chain.
So is Cheesecake Factory.
But they're not everywhere. There's more Outbacks than there are Cheesecake Factories.
There's Cheesecake Factories
in every
everywhere.
City.
There's one in the Grove in LA, so that's when you know.
I'm I'm talking about around here.
Okay, fine.
There's
I've seen Furman Outback is amazing.
I can think of 2. Potomac Mills and Fair Oaks.
And there's one in Arlington as well.
Arlington.
Okay.
Right. And there's one in DC.
And I can think of 4 Outbacks. Springfield, Fairfax, probably one in Woodbridge.
Yeah,
yes.
probably.
That's 3.
I'm sure there's one in
Manassas, I'm sure.
I'm sure there's one in Arlington.
Yeah.
There's a
Outback,
lot more.
You cannot tell me they have the best blooming onion. Everywhere I go, I try.
I don't like onions.
Okay,
no. Pro tip. Ask for bloom petals so that everything is like fried.
Oh my
and it's not because like the center of the blooming onion will get kind of soggy.
Yeah.
If
and
you
like
get the bloom
apart.
Exactly. If you get the bloom petals,
she's onto it.
There
pro
you go,
tips
listeners.
from working
And
there.
I will say they have great salads, surprisingly.
Oh, I haven't had their salad.
I don't know why. It's just so good. Like,
their
it's not
chicken
healthy.
wings are actually really good.
Their chicken fingers are really
I
good
think this,
too.
this works
I
here.
think I'm
I'm not
converting
about
you.
Outback. This is my unpopular
Have you ever had their
opinion here.
Spotted Dog Sundae? Shit.
It's good.
As a kid, that was my favorite place.
They use Bluebell ice cream.
Yeah, they do.
And it's really good.
I'm not a huge fan of ice cream, though. Like, I have to be in the mood for it.
I gotta be honest with you guys. I think I'm a low-key, a little bit lactose intolerant.
Same.
Because I have been, for a while, I was eating a lot of ice cream. And now whenever I eat ice cream, this may be TMI, but I get like the worst like stomach cramps and like gas.
Oh, goodness.
You probably are lactose.
I'm pretty sure I'm a little bit lactose intolerant. Like you don't want to be around me.
Dude, the other night, literally last night, DoorDash came and I was like, oh, like who ordered DoorDash? And it was Noah. He got 3 ice creams from Cold Stone.
Why?
He
Why
was like,
3?
He couldn't pick a flavor.
What flavors?
I have no idea. But it was so funny. He was like, okay, this is for right now. This is for later. I was like, how? How do
so
you eat
interesting.
3 ice creams? Like, I don't understand.
Usually I eat ice cream with like a cookie or a brownie or something like that. Like
on
top of it. Or
wait, really?
apple pie.
Yeah, Rylan made chocolate chip cookies last night.
Yeah. Oh, me too.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Vanilla ice cream. That's what he just sprinkled some in there. Like crumbled it up.
Oh my
God.
It looked good, but it's not my thing. I'm just a cookie gal, you know.
Just a straight cookie girl. Yeah.
Well, I know people think it's weird, but I like it with milk. Like a glass of milk.
Cookies and milk, isn't that what Santa eats?
I have a lot of friends that think it's weird that I drink milk.
Yeah.
You drink?
I do. I like milk.
Ooh,
unpopular opinion. I hate milk.
Well, I grew up like that. I don't know. Milk was our only option. Like there wasn't juice. It was like milk or water.
Oh my god, for dinner?
Yeah,
You
like
want milk or
any
water?
time. It was milk or water. So I'm like, if I'm gonna have some flavor, at least give me some milk.
Oh god, that literally makes me want to vomit.
Me too, dude. Right? And I think that's why I don't like it. I'm really weird though. Like back in the day when I used to drink milk, I would never drink milk at someone's like house. Yeah. Like it's so gross. I don't know where your milk is from.
I think it's. You see, I would agree.
True. I don't know where your carton is.
I
How
like
long
a
has it been sitting in there?
Exactly.
I like a certain kind, but like I'm a 2%. A
2%er?
2%. I like 1% if I'm trying to be a little healthier. But yeah, skim milk. That's what I grew up on.
Skim milk.
So that's why it's like now I enjoy milk a little bit more because it's not freaking watered down.
I really can't with milk. The last time I was consistently drinking milk was when I had this unrealistic belief that like if I drank a lot of milk I would get big boobs. So then I would like drink cups on cups on cups of milk.
What? Who told you that?
I don't know. I just decided it.
The one with the
Well, she
master's
didn't
degree
really-
is the one that thinks
know.
you can drink
I was like
milk.
12.
I heard grapes gave you big boobs.
Oh, really?
I don't know why I heard that in elementary
Grapes?
school. Grapes. That's what someone told me.
I don't think that's true.
But like I believed it
grapes
for a
is
while, and then
water.
like tried stuffing my bra, and like I did it.
never.
For,
Really?
yeah,
I never did.
I did it
I always had big
for
boobs.
like
Same.
a little while, and like nobody in my family noticed. And then
serious?
and then I like was going to this church picnic, and there was this guy that I really liked. So then I like just did a little bit more, and I like came out the
What
house.
cup size were you?
I was like a double A, and like
No, but I mean, like, what did you pretend to be?
like a B, a solid B, maybe C. And I like
I know
walked
big
out.
difference.
I know, right?
The
I
C
walked
is
out
what
the
got
house,
me.
and my dad, for the first time, like weeks, was like, "What are you doing?" And I was like, "What?" And then he was like, "Your chest." And then my mom was like, "Don't." And then I like ran inside crying, and I like took a tissue
embarrassed.
out of my shirt. It was like,
They probably just saved you, like, you know, people could tell
no,
it
it
was
was
fake.
like definitely
Yeah.
like pure embarrassment. And now
And they probably let you go along for it for a while, just like, I mean, just let her be.
I really
Let
didn't
her
think
be.
anybody.
And then it was just
noticed.
one day, they were like, your dad's like, no, she's not leaving.
absolutely not.
Too much.
No,
It's too obvious.
Oh, that's too funny.
Okay, my other unpopular opinion that I wanted to talk about. Okay, so this week I went to Burlington Coat Factory and I got 3 candles.
Now I'm going to be triggered.
You're the one that's about. I'm gonna quiet down here. Megan, go right
I
ahead.
got 3 candles and I spent $26 on 3 big 3-wick candles.
Okay, I'd love to know the sense.
One is a white pumpkin. It smells so good. It's for fall.
Really good.
Okay.
The other one is like a farmer's something.
Farmer market.
Yeah. It's really, really good. And then the other one is called Blessings, but it's also like a fall scent.
Blessings.
Okay.
I'll let you guys smell them later.
Nothing has to do with vanilla, right?
No.
Okay, good.
No,
Okay, good.
I
I'll
don't really
smell
like
all.
vanilla
Right?
stuff. I would say the strongest one would probably be the white pumpkin. Like my mom and Brianna didn't really like the smell of it because they don't really like the smell of pumpkin.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I felt like very fall-y when I smelled
You
it.
feeling the fall energy
I
around you?
am.
Autumn.
Wow.
I am autumn.
Autumn.
Yes, autumn.
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 I like autumn.
I mean, I say autumn.
Autumn.
So.
I say a lot of words
Autumn.
wrong. I say milk instead of milk. Whatever.
Milk. And I used to say pillow instead of pillow.
I also say wool instead of well.
How do you say mirror?
Mirror?
A mirror.
Hey, how do you guys say, oh god, I don't want to like say it. How to say it? I say crayon.
Crayon.
Oh, I say crown.
A what?
Yeah,
I
you
know.
did.
I know. What the hell I used to say crown, and then one time Megan was like, "What?" And I was like, "A crown." So now I say crayon.
Okay.
So you say crayon.
Crayon.
I say crayon. I
No,
mean,
it's
it's not
crayon.
pretty. I know that.
What about pecan or pecan?
pecan?
It's different. If it's pecan pie,
Yeah.
but then pecan ice cream.
Yes. Yes. Oh, okay, I agree.
No,
Aunt or
but-
aunt?
Oh,
I know you hate this.
My aunt. Aunt.
no.
I say aunt. Sorry.
Oh. Okay, public service announcement, guys.
Okay, here she goes.
All right.
It is aunt, okay?
I am so.
Oh, damn it!
Clearly, the sitter needs me again. I will be
Aw.
right back.
Okay,
I
it's
am
fine.
so sorry.
Hope everything's okay.
My pet peeve is when people say aunt
I know.
because it's literally A-U-N-T.
I know.
Aunt, not
What?
A-N-T.
Where do you think that like originates from? Like, do you think it's like a regional thing?
No, I think it's
okay.
a cultural thing.
Oh, you think so?
Yeah.
Huh.
I don't know what culture started it.
Yeah, that's
but
what I
they
was
need to
wondering.
finish it.
Aunt.
It like really, really drives me insane because I know that I mispronounce words all of the time.
Same.
But like that's one that I've never understood how people got aunt from aunt.
I actually don't know. I think I just heard my mom say aunt.
All right, surprise, I'm back. Sorry.
So do
Okay.
you say aunt or aunt?
My aunt.
Damn.
I think. My aunt. I don't know. I feel like I
Fluctuates.
flip flop.
Depends on the aunt.
Right? I think it does.
Depends on the
aunt,
aunt.
my
Gosh,
aunt.
I'm literally like so triggered.
Like some aunts are like not my favorites. So I'm like, yo, what's up, aunt? But then I'm like, oh, what's up,
Well,
aunt?
then I'm Spanish though too, so it's like I don't even call any of my aunts or I guess I would say aunt then.
Yeah.
But I don't. I call them tia or
Oh,
tio.
okay.
So it's like I don't even.
Okay,
Okay.
I just lied. I never say aunt. That was not natural for me to say. What's up, aunt? No, it's aunt. Like the ants go marching in.
Like the,
Gosh.
I've been around kids too much.
you really have.
When I have children, my children will call you guys like Aunt Megan,
That's fine.
Aunt Gabby.
And my kids will call you
Do not.
aunt.
Why can't they call me
Gianni.
Tia Gabby?
They can.
Oh,
Okay,
They
I like
can.
that better.
Okay, cool.
Yes.
But you know, like I'm not good with Spanish, so like
You can't say Tia.
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 Okay. you
Okay,
go.
I just didn't know if I was
Tia.
like saying if I would say it
if there's a
wrong.
bigger word
Yeah.
to it. Okay.
Yeah. But okay, so guys,
French.
I went to Burlington.
Okay,
I got
Burlington.
3 candles. Listen, guys, if you want to get good candles at a good price, go to Burlington Coat Factory, Ross, TJ Maxx, Marshalls, maybe Home Goods. Okay, listen. Bath and Body Works candles. Don't get me wrong. I freaking love them. We are a
Thank you.
Bath and Body Works household over Yankee Candle. Like any day, we
Same.
are a Bath and Body Works household. But the Bath and Body Works candles are overpriced for the burn life of the candle.
Very
Agreed.
true.
It burns
Agree.
consistently for 24 hours, and you're paying $24.99 for a single candle if it's not on sale.
But you only go when it's
for
on
an
sale.
hour of use.
I understand that, but even when it's on sale, sometimes the sale price is still only $10
$12.50?
off.
I've seen $10, and that's a hard find.
The first National Candle Day, I got candles for $8. That was a
Ooh!
steal.
Now that is a steal.
I don't know when they have these sales.
National
You gotta get on
Candle
that
Day-
email
yeah.
list.
Yeah, you do.
I got my friends texting me, Megan, today's the day. I said,
Why
I know.
don't you? How about you text me when it's the day?
Okay, fine.
That works.
Today is not the day, Gabby.
It's
fine.
not. And then you also have to go on like Yellow Duck sales, which they do twice a year in January, well, holiday time, but then also like June and July, they do the Yellow Duck sale.
Guys,
always
I don't know.
forget
Just,
everything.
their candles are so good. Like sweater weather, like there's nothing that compares to it. Or autumn. I have a devastating story. Corey broke a candle. He knocked it over.
Which one?
Autumn.
Was that the vanilla one?
No, it was the fresh apple ones.
I love autumn.
It was a
I do.
devastating
Autumn.
day.
I also really like their flannel
I'm not into
wall
it.
plug.
Oh, it reminds me too much of like Hollister Abercrombie scent. I don't know.
See,
why.
I like manly scent.
You see, yeah.
I like fresh scents, like crisp apples, like some cinnamon, some ginger, some I don't know. It's not ginger. What is it?
Nutmeg kind of thing.
It's like nutmeg, and then it's oh man, oh well.
I guess it is kind of like ginger, like gingerbread. What do you put in that?
Ginger.
No.
I'm pretty sure it's like flour, cinnamon, maybe
clove. That's my favorite scent, clove.
Yell at them.
Sorry, I kept thinking cumin, and that's just not it.
No way close to it. That's what I put on my quesadilla.
Right.
Yes.
Clove.
Anyways, well, I'm really happy that you did get a steal of candles.
Yeah.
And I will smell them, and we can do a review.
Yes, we can. And maybe I'll post like a little Instagram story to go along with it to show the listeners the candles that I got. So that you guys can actually visually see the mother freaking deal that I got on these 3-wick candles.
It's a steal.
There's nothing that really gets me going like a steal. Not actually stealing, but like a good bargain.
A good bargain. There we go. There we go. Gabby, do you have any unpopular opinions?
I mean, besides, I guess, the whole milk thing. This is what I had a very hard time figuring this out. Like, I'm talking to my sister-in-law about it. I was talking to my friend. I'm like, I don't have anything I don't like.
Yeah.
I don't think, I'm very open to everything, I guess. I don't know. So, I'm kind of trying to base it off you guys. The only thing I was thinking of was we watched a movie last night, Ponyo something. I don't know. It was, I guess, kind of not pollo, that's chicken.
I know.
It was
just trying to show you.
I don't know. It was something about this fish girl. It was kind of, not anime, but I guess
you, Megan. So it was a fish girl.
Some sort of fish girl. I don't know. All I know.
It's on Netflix?
Like a mermaid?
No, it was on HBO Max. I don't know. Ponya.
Okay.
I don't know. It was not anime, but kind of. I wasn't about it. I realized.
You're not into anime.
I don't think I can.
You won't get any objection from me here.
Yeah.
I don't really watch enough anime, but my sister loves it, so.
You see, and I can see why people enjoy it. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
Like, it was, like my friends were saying, you have to use your imagination with it. It's very different compared to other, like, not even cartoons, just animations. But
I'm a realist. So.
I was just like, at the end of the movie, I was like, oh, I don't know what I just finished watching, but I feel like I'm a little traumatized. Right. It seemed like this little fish girl married this little boy, but more so not married, like a friendship marry kind of thing, just so she could live outside of this underworld water place and be on land with this boy.
Little Mermaid?
That's literally what I was thinking.
They literally stole the plot for the Little Mermaid.
But there's so much more. This girl, like, if she's not in water long enough, like if she's outside of water, like she gets really sick and then she shrivels up and looks like a chicken fish thing, and then he had it's a whole thing, dude. Like, I think I was a slight traumatized.
Ugh.
But
I will not be watching that.
Yeah, I realized it's not my thing.
I don't know if this is unpopular, but like I just noticed, like when I watch movies or TV shows, I'm always rooting for the underdog. Even with like sports, like I don't know anything about a sports team. I'm like, Noah, who's projected to win? He's like them. I'm like, great.
Then
I'm
going for the other team.
What does that say about me as a person? Like that I'm always rooting for the underdog. And half the time they don't win. They don't. Yeah. In like love stories, they really don't win.
Oh, even in love stories you root for the underdog.
Yes. Like Jacob.
Like the friend who is in love.
Or like or they're just best friends and they're like trying to show like, oh, men and women can be best friends. I'm like, no, dude, like this kid's so nice. Like this girl's so great. Like how are they not falling in love?
No, okay, so
I don't usually like the main person. They're usually like jerks and like toxic.
Yeah.
Another thing, I don't go based off initial attraction. I go like, this is weird. But I don't think like a lot of the guys that are like stereotypically hot are hot. I just don't get turned on by that. I have to like see some personality and like people be like they're ugly and then I'm like, oh my god, they're the most beautiful person I've ever seen. I'm strongly do not go off like first impressions.
This may be vain, but like I do go off initial attraction. Like I have to be attracted to you initially for there to be anything.
But I feel like some sort of attraction, whether it be, I'm not saying so much looks, but even just like how they dress themselves and all that, I feel that really says a lot about someone, how they take care of themselves and how they feel about themselves. And I think that's really important whenever you're trying to
right,
relationship and all that, because it is a first impression. Like they clearly love themselves, like they want to feel
good for themselves.
And it's like you'd like to hope it is for themselves and not like everyone else. But that's just what I think, I guess.
Yeah, I guess what I'm trying to say, like, I never like develop a crush right off of looks. Like,
I can't say that.
I'm like, yeah, I guess they're cute, but like, I never like become infatuated until like I know who they are, and I'm like, oh my god, I love that person now.
That's true.
And now they're like 20 times hotter than me, to me.
Speaking of like finding people hot.
Oh, here we go.
I personally don't get the hype with like Michael B. Jordan, Denzel Washington, George Clooney, Brad Pitt, like
Ryan Gosling.
Who else do people? Ryan Gosling.
Noah Centineo. I'm trying to think like who's hot.
Who's like hot right now that's like young.
But I just feel like every time I go on Netflix, it's Noah Centineo everywhere, and I'm like, he is the worst actor I've ever seen in my entire life. Those dopey little eyes that he does. He tries to be so cute, and I'm like, this is so.
What? He's the one that's in
To All the Boys I Loved Before.
That's the
Wait,
thing.
which one's the Kissing Booth? Isn't he in Kissing Booth?
No,
he's unpopular opinion.
Oh, that's
I hate these movies.
Oh,
hate. I'm so sorry. That's an unpopular opinion. I know.
I watched them, but I didn't think they were. I didn't watch the second one of whatever came out recently because the first one was good, but I'm like, I can't keep going to figure out why you didn't love this one,
dude. It's so many tropes.
Or he didn't love you, whatever the hell.
It's so stupid. I'm so sorry, Danny. I know. I know. Every time I say this, I have a friend, Darian. I broke her heart. She was like, what do you mean you don't love these movies? I was like, I think they're like drilling a nail into my head. Like, there's just no depth.
So what... All right, question then. So what's your like Netflix movie then right now?
I just finished watching Beautiful Boy. It was so good.
I haven't heard of it.
Oh my gosh. Have you guys heard of Timothée Chalamet?
Yeah.
Obsessed with it. Like, not like from his looks, just like he's an incredible actor. So I'm like kind of going through like a dive on all his movies.
I actually just started Knives Out last night.
Such a good movie.
So I only got like 30 minutes in though. So I am finishing that today. And I'm really excited because it was very interesting.
It's a good
movie.
What are
y'all's like go-to movies? They don't have to be on Netflix, but just like your all-time go-to. Because mine are Selena.
Okay.
Remember the Titans.
Yes.
Sweet Home Alabama. And Titanic.
Oh, I can't do that
Have
one
you guys
anymore.
seen Just Go With It with Adam Sandler and Jennifer Aniston?
Yes.
That's my go-to, like,
love that
funny,
one.
like, cute rom-com movie. I don't know why I love it.
I love Big Daddy. With
Oh,
Adam
really?
Sandler. That's like one of my favorite.
Yeah.
Since I was little, I was obsessed with that movie. Like, couldn't line by line while watching it. I'm trying to think of another one.
I'm not like...
Devil Wears Prada. I do love that movie.
Oh,
I
okay.
never got into that.
I don't get the hype around Mean Girls.
Okay.
Like, I understand that it's a good movie, but I just really, like, I cannot quote it line for line like some people do. I get that on October 3rd, he asked me what day it was, and I said
And None for Gretchen Wiener. I got that one.
Yeah.
Raise your hand if you feel personally victimized.
It's a 90% chance it's already raining.
Like, I remember, but, like, it didn't, like, it wasn't, like, a cultural phenomenon
Exactly.
for me. It was just, like, okay.
I think for me, that movie, so, like... it was, like, my first, I think, like, teenage movie that my parents were, like... Not even my parents were... You can watch it. It was more, like... They thought it was like a kid's movie, I guess. So I watched it and I was like, oh my gosh, like this is so funny. I'm so grown up. But now I'm like, it was just PG-13.
The movie,
like,
for
it wasn't
me,
even that. It's not a bad movie.
Is She's the Man. That movie changed me. Like, that's
I thought you were about to say it sucks.
Yes.
I was like,
no, like,
get out.
I get every like all her like funny like quibs and like all her like looks, like that is just like comedy gold to me. But
so good.
Oh, one I can love. What a Girl Wants.
Yes.
I love
Everybody
it.
wants to be loved. Every once in a while. You know that song?
Look at Megan.
I love that song.
Another one that I really love, but this is like really from high school.
Okay. I know, I'm like doing like teenage
really old movies. Yeah.
What was the movie with Sandra Bullock and Ryan Reynolds?
The Proposal.
The Proposal. I love
that one.
To the window. To the
I just
window.
love, and then there's Betty White, just like, did she end up getting butt ass naked? They didn't show it, but she's like supposed to be dancing. That she wanted her to dance.
Yeah.
She's like, no.
Do you know what movie I love? And like I saw it 5 times in theater, and like everyone's like, this is the dumbest movie, but I don't care. Mike and Dave Need Wedding Dates.
Oh my gosh.
I want to marry
obsessed.
Adam Devine, however you say his name. I'm obsessed with him.
Wait, he's the
funny,
one,
and
he's the short one.
the
Zac
short, okay,
Efron.
no,
I'm
that's what I
obsessed
figured.
with him. I think he's so funny, so cute.
Yeah.
Well, you see, I
He's
think
really
he
cute.
made like the Pitch Perfect movies
Yes.
from like the guy group.
Okay, Pitch Perfect
Like-
is actually a movie that Brianna and I used to be able to quote line for line.
Unpopular opinion, I never liked Pitch Perfect.
I like the first one.
We watched
the
it at
second
your house
one's
in high school, and I was like, I don't like
The first one was really
I
good.
know.
The first one was good.
I don't know. I never got into it.
Oh,
I keep that quiet though.
Yeah,
Now
sure.
you all know.
let me
Now you
see.
guys know why I'm your favorite.
I have another unpopular opinion.
No, I was thinking about something completely else.
My other unpopular opinion is that amusement parks suck.
Suck.
Nobody can change my mind about it.
Suck.
They suck. And I'm going to tell you why. I'm going to tell you why.
Good.
Long lines, overpriced food, children running around screaming.
Screaming.
And do not get me started about the teenagers who think that like they are so cool walking
Yeah.
around the amusement park.
And it's hot because you only go in the summer.
And the rides, are like, you stand in this long ass line for a 25-second ride or like a 30, maybe a minute long ride. Like, it's really not worth it. And then if you want to skip the lines, you have to pay even more.
And like, my anxiety shot up because of King's Dominion, because those rides were always breaking down.
Oh,
the volcano.
Yes.
You ever been stuck on the volcano?
No, like
that'll change a person.
Okay.
Stuck in the volcano.
I'm telling you guys.
Dangling.
No.
I was like, Jen, we're never coming back.
I am all about the rides. I am the one that will be like, yeah, let's go on the drop zone. I'm all about it. Get me like the most flips. It's been a while though, so that could have all possibly changed.
And then you guys also know I have the fear of vomit. So people are always vomiting at amusement parks.
No, they are not.
Yes, they. Okay, well then I just happen to always see the people vomiting.
When was the last time you went to an amusement park?
Probably high school.
Jesus.
So 7 years ago. What do you have to say to that?
It's been 7 mother effing years.
Right, that was the last time I was forced. I'm telling you, I don't enjoy amusement parks.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know. They're okay.
I like them. I'm all about
I know
them.
you do.
The food, give me the funnel cakes. More food.
They're so overpriced.
It's something
for the
But this
experience.
is where I'm going back. That it's like, to me, 7 years ago, people are going every weekend. You're getting season passes. No, you don't need to spend your money on that. I can see why you want to, but do you need to? I think
people don't do season passes anymore?
No, I think they do. I'm talking about like
frickin' Jen.
Y'all suck. I'm talking about with what's it called? With COVID now. I think it's going to change people's like again, it's all changing now.
Okay, I was trying to go this entire episode without saying, the app that I'm obsessed with. But I saw a video on this social media platform, and it was like this person went to Universal Studios thinking that it would be like completely empty because COVID is a thing. And they went and it was completely packed.
Yep.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
So I was like,
that's unfortunate. Ah, dang.
It is. That stinks. I mean, a great plan, but that sucks.
Right. People had to like scoot by each other to walk. Like there was no way that people were socially distanced.
Yeah. And do you know if they're making people wear masks?
Oh, they had masks
are?
on.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's insane. Unpopular opinion, I do not like it when you hold the door open for me if I'm like 5 feet away.
Oh
Like,
my gosh, me too!
Just like close it, dude, because now I'm running. And you know what? Like, come on, I didn't ask to run right now. You got a backpack on, you got the books in your backpack, you just like, hey, thanks.
You know what's even worse than the run? What? The awkward like power walk jog that you like try to do.
That's just embarrassing.
You two are literally sitting here bitching about someone being nice holding the door for
No,
you.
and like I appreciate
really
that, but
big
like
in the
I can
South.
open my own door. You know what I mean? Like
Oh,
I'll
I'm
give them a
always
nice
keeping-
thank you. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead, please. I'm gonna take my time.
Yeah, no.
It's too
That was
much.
one of the first things that I noticed when I had moved to the South was that they will they will hold open the door for you if you are a mile away. And like I would feel so bad. I'm like, no, please go. Like you really don't have to. And they're like, my mama raised me right.
And I'm like, I don't care.
Oh my God.
I don't care. Please just close the door. I'm going over here actually.
You see, that is where you can tell the difference between like truly Southern hospitality and then
Nova.
Northern places.
Oh my God, you know what I hate? It's not an unpopular opinion, but I hate being on an elevator with someone else. That
I can
awkward
agree with this.
silence
When it's
is like-
just you,
and you're like kind of looking, but then you're like, oh, they didn't look back. Okay, now I'm a creep because I stared at them. But it's just like I don't ever know what to do. Do you say like, hey,
I guess it's because I'm an introvert. I never make eye contact with the other people that I'm on the elevator with. Like I just look at my phone or I'm just listening to music.
Oh my God, like when you're walking around like outside.
I was about to say this, and you say
you
hi
say
to
it.
someone.
No, but you don't know how to say hi. So
I always say hi though.
I like make eye contact with them, but then like before they approach me, but then when they get to me, I like look down and just do that awkward smile nod thing, like.
I'm always like hi.
But I'm like, why did I just not say hello like a normal human? I get so awkward. I get so uncomfortable.
Social interactions, man.
I know, but then I'm like,
I have the worst social anxiety.
I love when they say hi to me, and I'm always like,
Same.
I'm gonna be that person.
I just always try to like.
I'm not.
I just always wish that the other person would like initiate the social cues because like
Same.
I don't know if
feel
there's
like that's
something
me
wrong
when I'm
with
on
me,
walks.
but like when I'm on walks and stuff, like
Same.
I just don't know like am I supposed to say hi? I don't freaking know. It stresses me.
It does.
I don't
Me
know.
too.
I'm the one that I would. You guys
know
know
why?
I try going on walks, but I say
extrovert.
I'm not. I don't think I'm an extrovert though.
I do think you're an extrovert.
But it was a funny story though. I was walking with the girls one day, and there was this guy on his bike, and he, had his mask on, and he rode further away, and said hi. And it was the next day. I was walking with the girls, and I was like, hello again. We meet again. And he looked at me, and he smiled though, because I think he was just in shock that I remembered him.
Yeah.
But he was like, yeah, here we are again. Like, have a good day. Like,
I'm actually sweating at the thought of doing that. Like,
It doesn't make me anxious like that, but it just makes me feel like would they think I'm a creep that I remembered them? Like,
no,
he
so honestly anxious. Looked so happy because I think I think he bikes to work or something, but he just looked like,
and that's gonna make him feel good. Like, oh my god, like we're on the same path every day.
And plus, it's like I don't, on my day-to-days, I don't have much adult interaction, so it's like I live for moments like that.
Unpopular opinion, which I know you have the same one.
Okay.
But you don't need to be married to be in a happy, healthy relationship.
Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Megan.
Thank you, Deanna.
Let's just talk about this for a second.
For a second.
Because this is where my thing with marriage comes from. Because, I mean, you would think that I would be all for marriage. My parents just celebrated, I think it was 36 or 37 years of being married.
I do believe Facebook told me 37.
Yeah, yes. 37. I think it's 37.
I do believe I got a notification.
No, 36. 84.
Dang it.
Okay, 36. So you would think that I'd be like, oh my God, I want to find the love of my life and have a long, happy marriage.
Yeah.
But for me, the way that marriage was when my parents got married and the way that it is now, I feel like it's very different. I think that the divorce rates are so high because people are they almost feel like it's a step or something that they have to check off their bucket list. They're like, oh, we've been together for 2 or 3 years. Obviously we have to get married. And I feel like people don't realize what a big step marriage is.
It's a privilege to get a divorce.
It is.
Divorce is expensive.
True.
That's very true.
It's once you're married to someone, they can, what's yours is theirs.
Exactly.
And it can really set you back in life.
Right.
And I don't think people realize it's quick to get married. It takes a lot to get divorced.
And I think
that's very true.
And no one thinks like that because you don't go in thinking, I'm going to get divorced. They're going to take all my money. Or I'm going to be my credit's going to be shot or whatever.
Right.
Who knows whatever happens in your marriage. But
you see, in that, I think it's one of those things for me and Rylan you being in a relationship for so long that you get it too. But with Ryan and I having the girls, so many people in my family, because it is I wouldn't say it's taboo not to get married in my family. Mm-hmm. Just kidding. It is. Mostly everyone is married and then has kids. So I guess it's very taboo.
It's taboo. Very traditional.
Yes.
Yeah.
But I'm not in a rush. Do I want to get married? Yes. But it is one of those things that it's Rylan and I didn't want to rush into it just because we were having the girls.
Mm-hmm. Right.
What if that does no good? Like you said,
Yeah.
it's it takes a lot more work to get divorced than it does to get married.
Right.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just firmly believe that you can be in a really healthy, long-term, committed relationship, have kids, do everything without getting a piece of paper. I feel like a piece of paper does not equal the value of your relationship with
Not
someone.
at all. No, I'm just, I guess, because I can only really speak from my perspective, but for me, it's not even the piece of paper. I'd love to have more of a symbol, us both having wedding bands. To me, that is more intimate. It's not. It sounds odd, but I guess that's something to me that's it's something we can share together in that moment. We have a piece of each other in a way.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, when I speak, it's I feel like people think I'm not romantic. I don't love Noah enough to be married right now. That's not what I'm saying at all.
It's just I'd want us to be at our very, very best to be at that next step.
Yeah.
Right. But I also feel when I think about marriage, I think about marriage was not originally created
It's a social construct.
It's a social construct that was created as a transaction for property and to gain power. Yeah. And so when I think about it that way, I'm well, I'd rather be in a loving relationship and be secure in that relationship than trying to rush to make other people feel secure about my relationship. If that makes sense. I don't know.
It's if I'm secure, that should be enough.
Right.
It shouldn't, you should not want me to go get a piece of paper.
Exactly.
Oh, but I was going to say, I'm so sorry.
No, yeah.
I guess for me too, it's I'm just really excited to share Rylan's last name.
Oh, okay.
I think that's one thing. It's not even the paper. To me, it's I don't share the same name as the girls.
Yeah.
So that does bug me sometimes, but it's it's one of those things we knew eventually we would get to that point.
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm excited for, that it's I know we're a family, but it's going to be so much more official whenever it's I have the name change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's I don't know. I think that's the biggest thing, like I said, just the wedding bands.
And also, I won't say what your new last name will become, but I like the way that it flows.
Yeah.
Me too. It sounds so good.
I know.
Also,
I'm excited.
I do think
one day
it's important to say, because we're on the topic of relationships, but people can still experience deep love and fulfillment in their friendships as well, and that romantic relationships extends way beyond that. Love isn't just binary or platonic or romantic. There's so many different facets that we can find love and fulfillment in.
Yeah.
And it's sad that we as a society only categorize you are happy and in love if you find blank and blank, a partner to spend your life with.
Right.
Yeah.
But if you're not married to that partner, then how can you like be fully satisfied and fulfilled because you're missing that next step, which I think is like very toxic in itself. Like I can't wait to be married to Noah and like share his last name and like have a family with Noah, but like right now I'm just like in no rush. Like
I think that's it, that it's not an easy thing to go through the process of marriage. Like, you know, like we said, the legal part that society has put onto us. So it's like having to go through all that work. It's like, give me a second. Like, I don't want to spend hours and days at, you know, what is that, Social Security office? Isn't that where you gotta go to change? Like,
you have to change, and which is another thing.
That's like a whole other thing.
Of course, like, I'm sorry to bring it back, but like the men aren't changing anything, so it's all on the woman. It's just like, and that goes back to it being a social contract back in the day.
It's very archaic.
I will tell you guys, there's a lot of guys now that I've actually read online that are changing it to the woman's last name.
Or I just want us to be like Zoe Saldana, and like they became the Saldana, whatever her husband's last name family is. So he also added Saldana before his last name. And I think like where you guys talk about marriage and like you're excited to change your last name, like I have never had the desire to change my last name.
We have no emotional attachment.
We really do not have an emotional attachment.
And I'm like super attached to my last name and like the way that my name flows, and like I'm just like really picky, and I just feel like even if I do get married, and I don't want this to sound like I'm like a marriage hater, because like
no.
We're just being honest. I would want to maybe one day get married, but like I don't know for sure. But I don't think that I want to change my name.
Oh, I like that. That's cute.
Because it's different. I think there was a point in time where I was a little bit more connected to my name.
Yeah.
But then for personal reasons, like it got to a point where it's like I don't have that sense of, not like pride, I guess, but I don't have the same love that I did before.
Like, to me, it's just like a name.
Yeah.
But, like, if I were to take Noah's name, it's like, oh, my God, like, I, like, see him as
it's like
within his family. I'm like, oh, my God, I love that family unit. Like, I love my family unit, but, like, I'm estranged from my father. So, like, that's not...
Exactly, yeah.
Like, you don't really
it's just
have
a name. I don't have any relationship with him. So, it's like, that's just a name to me. But
it's a common last name. No offense.
It's so common.
Yeah.
But then if I had Noah's last name, it's like, I know his family. I know his mom, his dad, his brother. Like, it's like, oh, wow, that's like, there's a history to this last name.
And I have a connection to it.
In an odd way, I guess I can relate to that, too, because my...
Oh, wait. Sorry, guys, if you guys can hear that in the background. My neighbor is mowing their lawn. We will try to mute that if possible, but if not, we're almost done. Okay, go ahead.
But, no, oh, damn it. Oh, you know, with Ryland's family, because, like, they're... I don't know. Like, I feel very close to them.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I didn't even have a lot of family with the last name Collazo besides, like, my brothers and my mom and stepmom.
Yeah.
Because my mom kept it for my sake until she got remarried. So it's like, I never had anyone. Yeah. I guess that I, like...
Same.
That I really...
Like, when I looked at my family, it was just Jen. Just like, it was just your siblings.
Yeah.
My mom had the last name Smith, but it was her middle name. And she just kept it so, like, at school, they would be like, oh, no, I'm her mom, too. And I'm Mike and Tina's mom, too.
Okay.
So it's like, the name Smith is just a name. And it's almost kind of strange because it's such a basic name. It just feels like John Doe.
Exactly.
Like, I'm just Megan Smith.
Yeah.
So it's, like, very... Yeah, it's interesting.
Yeah.
So... I think there's many reasons why a lot of people don't get married. It could just because you don't want to like melt into like the social contract.
Yeah.
It could be like your upbringing, what you've seen and experienced.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's a lot of different things.
Oh, 100%.
Honestly, I feel like that was a great unpopular opinion to end on.
Yeah.
I don't really have anything else to add.
No.
Maybe we'll have to do another round of unpopular opinions some other time, but I don't really have too much more on my
maybe
list.
we could do like a Just a Sip. I bet the listeners would love it.
I want people, guys, send in your unpopular opinions.
Yes, please.
Because I feel like I'm like not a negative person, but I'm like, yeah, I hate that too.
No, please.
Go ahead.
Also, guys, make sure that you guys leave a review on Apple Podcasts, because if you do, screenshot it, send us a direct message, and we'll shout you out on our Instagram.
Yeah, it can be so short.
Yeah.
Just be like, awesome. Love it.
Love them.
Or
Gabby's my favorite. I'm just kidding.
Team Megan.
All hail Diani.
I wonder who they think is the underdog here.
Gabby.
You can't say you're the best and then the underdog.
Oh, but friends, it's the end of the episode. Don't forget to subscribe, rate, and review. Share our podcast with your closest friends. Also, feel free to follow us on social media. You can follow me at Gabby Collazo, and you can follow our Instagram at Sippin' Through Life.
And you can follow me at Life of Diani.
And you can see me, or hear me, next week.
So, till next time, sippers.
Bye.